Your love is sweet, la la la, dee dee da da, dee dee dee, dee dee dee. Hey guys, it's your favorite girl Waje, and you know that this is Boombuzz, and I'm gonna keep it buzzing. Mwah.
Tune into the king of sounds and blues. Hi Waje, it's
Hi.
nice having you on this edition of the Convo.
Thank you.
Thanks for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
And you look amazing today.
Oh,
You've been described as a singer whose vocal range covers 3 octaves. That must be really amazing. How does that make you feel?
Well, initially when I started music and understood, or rather not when I started music, but when I understood what the range is, definitely excited. But recently I just started vocal lessons again, and I'm trying to push my voice to 4 octaves on the dot. So maybe when I get there, then I'll let you know.
But what first got you into music? Like your first encounter?
My first encounter, it's not saying not my language. So with music, I think I was very much a little girl at the time. I remember I wasn't even up to 10, and my dad had a screwdriver, and I would use my mom's scarf as my long hair because everybody we were watching on TV definitely had long hair. So for me, that represented what a star should look like. So I use my mom's scarf as my hair, and then use my dad's screwdriver as my microphone. So when you come into our living room, you see holes in our wall because I've probably dug the hole in, and every day possible they beat me because, but one of the songs I used to sing so much is "Who's That Girl?" because my dad used to play that a lot. So I think that's my very first memory of me trying to be some star.
So you didn't begin from the church choir?
Well, we moved from our screwdriver to our bathroom to church choir too. There are different stages. But definitely when I was older and I wanted to start showcasing and just singing because I really loved to sing, I was in the choir. I used to go for camp meetings. I remember the time when my parents would take us to the cinema. The intermission, my brother and I would go to the center stage and go and dance for people that came to watch film, or I'll go and sing. I was that kid.
Okay, that's cool. So what would you describe your style of music as?
I think, I'll be honest, my style of music is just Waje. I don't think that I want to be boxed into Oshis, and of course there are definitely elements that make me in terms of genre, like R&B, high life, yes, but I don't like the boxing because there are days or there are times when music comes to me in a different genre, like Omino West for example is not an R&B song, or Ijoma from my first album is not even R&B or Afrobeat. So I would just describe my sound or myself as a fusion, and my music simply Waje, the room to express myself, and I'll let you be the judge of whatever you want to describe it.
Will you describe yourself as a lover girl?
As a lover girl, because I do love songs. I think everybody's a lover person. It's just that they are denying it. Yeah, living in denial. But the way we've been created to show love and affection and be compassionate. It's a human thing. So I don't think it's me describing myself. I just think that it's me understanding that that's how we should be, and I don't mind expressing that in my music. But that's not the only thing I talk about, if that makes sense.
So your new EP, titled Heart Season,
yes.
What was the inspiration behind it?
Valentine's Day. It was supposed to come, seriously, it was supposed to come out in February, to be honest. We had finished working, but we couldn't get the mixing and mastering done on time. So we had to move it to April, but it was supposed to be out in February. And because February is the season of love, It was a collection of love songs. So literally, that's the genius thing.
So, what was the creative process like, and how long did it take you to create the EP?
Crazy, or rather not crazy, but interestingly, I didn't work alone on this EP. This is one EP where I had songwriters and different producers, like Magic Beats, Young OJ, different people actually, and they're quite young lads, like really young guys who wrote for me. Sometimes we go through like different sessions and just ask ourselves what we want the story to be. So the process really was, when everybody had written and I had vetted, they sent me a demo and I listened to it for about 2 months, and then we set our studio session for 2 days or 3 days, and we recorded everything in 3 days. But I had the song over time, so I was just listening and internalizing them. So
Of the EP, what's your favorite song? Like, if you are meant to perform now, one track of the EP, which song would that be?
So before the EP came out, I did a showcase for Arise TV, and I did Last Time. But now the EP has come out, I've listened to Naked, I've listened to Call on Me, I've listened to, I don't know, because it be like person way born picking, you can't tell and say, maybe you should choose one favorite child. All your children are your children. So I really can't say which is my favorite. I probably would do a medley rather than just do one song. So I'll probably do a medley of 1 minute performance of every song. I don't know.
That's cheating.
Well, I don't know.
I noticed you didn't feature anybody on the EP. Any specific reasons?
Well, it was very deliberate. If you check my catalog, you see that I've worked with quite a number of people. I've worked with Pato Ranking, I've worked with Tiwa, Omaomi, Emi Alade, and the list is endless. I've worked with quite a number of people. So I wanted to do this one by myself, for myself, you know, and let people just have a body of work that, you know, they can listen to with no interruption. Now, I'm not saying that I am not toying with the idea of some remixes. I think some songs deserve that, but I will keep you guessing just in case we pull it through.
How do you feel the internet has impacted the music business?
I'm gonna be honest with you, it's made it a lot easier, because then you feel like your fans are easily accessible, and then you just feel like you're one dial to the next, or one touch, or one scroll, one post, one whatever to the outside world, you know. So there are no boundaries, there are no bridges anymore. Someone as far as Australia can be listening to Waje, or someone in Canada can be listening to Waje, whether I share my song to radio station or TV there, you know. And it's made it really, really easy for us to connect with the fans too. And I say that because, yeah, initially it was just TV and radio interviews, and yes, you connected, but they really didn't know you or see your personal space, like when they follow you on social media, and they can connect with your creative process and your personality. I was having a conversation with a young man today who was telling me that one of the mistakes that creatives make is dwell so much on the product and forget that their brands are also a product, and that's what makes people like you enough to listen to your music, and that resonated with me. So social media internet has definitely brought that to the table for us.
So as an independent act, do you face any challenges?
I don't think there's any act, whether independent or independent, that doesn't face challenges. Everybody does. I'll tell you the truth, being independent gives you freedom, but that you're an independent act does not mean you shouldn't have structure. You know, I would rather be an independent act, but have structure, and you know, and have a business manager and all of that makes sure that things are done the way it should be done. But definitely there are challenges, and those challenges are things that we should pay more attention to and figure out the intelligent way to go about it. Initially when I started, yes, it was the finances of, oh, I'm trying to do this, because a record label will probably give you a budget, but the same thing, the record label where they give you budget now, Now, borrowed money, you still have to pay back, but there's also an intelligent way of partnering with people, and instead of you carrying the load by yourself, you're partnering. So rather than make 100% of 2 million naira, you probably be making 70% of 3 billion naira. Like there's so many ways now to actually play this game.
Okay. Recently, pictures of you and Praise surfaced online in the studio. Should we be expecting?
It's a mad song. I tell you that for free. It is when so Praise and I Praise is one of my closest friends in the industry, and we've been trying to work together. At some point, we even quarreled. You understand? Because we're like, why is it that we've just really never made it happen? But when he sent me the song, the next day I was like, okay, I'm coming to the studio. What do I have to do? Do I write? Do I do this? And when I got to the studio, I like the direction of the song. I like that we're not putting pressure on ourselves. I like that we have come to a point where we understand and respect our fans enough and know what they expect from us. And I'm pretty excited about the collaboration.
When should we expect it?
I don't know. Now, Praise, you go ask that one.
So, which act would you love to collaborate with?
Well, to be honest, I am also trying to collaborate with a lot more people, younger people in this generation. I feel that I also want to be part of their success as well. And they are so talented, so talented. And if you know me, you know that for me, it's just really about the talent. Yeah, so the list is endless, and I'm not sure it's one person, so to speak. But yes, I'm looking forward to working with quite a number of them.
What about internationally?
Oh, internationally, my roll call now. Me and Beyonce will probably be having tea soon. And another person I really want to work with is Lucky Day. I think Lucky Day. I think he's absolutely talented. Her is amazing. Jasmine Sullivan. See, there's so many artists that I really love, and for me to love you, it's because I think that the fusion of you and I can definitely work. So,
can you share with us your most remarkable performance? Or the most memorable? Let's use that word.
The most memorable performance. I don't know, because I'll be honest, I've had quite a number. So I really don't know.
The one you always wish, like you just want to have a replay again.
I think it will be my concert. It definitely will be my concert 2019, because I put in a lot of work. We had practiced for 6 months, the music and the dance and the scripting. Everything was scripted from top to bottom. So if somebody came and said, "Una welcome," it was scripted. It wasn't the person trying to be spontaneous. Everything was a plug. And we did that, the scripting and the dance routines, we practiced for 3 months. I lost weight because it wasn't easy every day going for rehearsals and then still trying to work on the business side of things. And for me, it was a dream come true because I was trying to fuse Broadway and music. Broadway and a concert, so to say. So not just, we didn't really act, but we were telling a story. And for everyone that came had great things to say. The reviews were amazing. It was packed, and I thought I would do it again the next year, but COVID happened. So I definitely want to do it again.
So if you could change one thing in the music industry, what would that be?
If I could change one thing in the music industry, it would be the structure. It would be that entertainers cash in, especially when it comes to their content, not just in the way that is being cashed in now, but the structure of everywhere your song is played, you earn from it. If you leave your songs or your whole data for your kids, that definitely they are making money from that, because that in itself is crude. So I know that we're not there yet, but we're getting there. Imagine right now people are streaming way more than they used to stream before. So I think that we're in the right direction, but that's the one thing that I would love to change. Another reason why is because Some artists rather just be recording artists, and some artists don't mind being performing artists. So for those who are recording artists, it's okay to just not want your face to be seen, and you just want to be known for your music when it plays on radio and TV and when people are streaming, and you should earn from it.
Should we be expecting any musical video of the EP?
Oh yes, we've shot one. We've shot one from the EP, and we're about to shoot another one.
For which of the songs, please?
For I don't know if I should say. wait. Yes, anticipate. Yes.
Okay, and when should we expect it?
It's definitely going to come out. Maybe next 3 weeks. Yeah. Because videos, they will have to cut. I have to check my angles. The place where we women, our own while this menu. So yeah, I have to make sure that everything is prim, proper, and and then we release.
Okay. So on the fun side, can you read funny DMs off your phone? Funny DMs your fans send to you.
Can I read funny DMs?
Maybe strange DMs.
Strange DMs? Oh gosh, sometimes, let me be honest with you. So I used to look at my DMs a lot. But somebody sent me a DM which I don't think is appropriate for me to say. And after that day, I stopped reading most of my DMs. So sometimes when people tell me, oh, Waje, read your DM business, I say, but I have an email. So send me an email, because there are some people that really don't respect your space, and they send some kind of pictures that we send some people to hell.
How do you interact with your fans?
I like to make them feel like they know me, even though I still want to maintain the mystery around my space. So every time there's a post or a comment, I will respond or because I just feel that people who take out time to pay attention to you as a brand, you should take out time as well to show them some love when you can. So yeah, I try as much as possible. It doesn't happen every day, to be honest, because it's not like we're sitting down looking at the ceiling waiting for who to tweet at us or post or comment on our posts. It's a business. But when I have the time to, I don't spare it. I do respond.
And is there any embarrassing public experience you have ever faced?
Of course, now wig don't fall for stage. I don't fall for stage. I don't forget lyrics of national anthem. The list is endless. It's as long as my career.
So what's the next thing for you?
This year is going to be a very exciting. Actually, it has started being so exciting with the release of Heart Season. I have another EP that I just finished yesterday that's coming out this year as well.
We are dropping another EP
sweetheart, una tell me say una want me to come back. I don't come back now. Una go hear my music till you're tired. Yes, and an album as well.
Is it about love also?
No, it's not. It's a different type of EP
What genres of music should we be expecting?
And like I said, I usually don't like to box myself. So this time, for me, the music is really not about the genre. It's about the message, what we're trying to say, and we let the sound follow it. So this one, I'm super excited about, because I've always wanted to do it for as long as I've been a human being. And I've just never really done it. I've never found, it's not really the time, but the heart and the guts to do it. So I'm excited that finally the time is here. And as I did talk, I know say when you want to ask me more questions like, what is it, Waje, what is it? But I'm not going to tell.
What collaborations should we expect?
On this one, if I tell you the collaboration, you will know already. So I'll just save it. Just know the person's name starts with B. That's all. Quiz. Bottom line, I'm so crazy in love. Hey guys, it's your favorite girl Waje, and you know that I just released an EP, Heart Season. So please do not forget to stream. Shout out to Boomplay for giving me this platform to showcase my beautiful talent.